Scammers and shammers, there arose one demigod to wreck them all, making trading great again.
Alrighty then. Oh, it's going to be an exciting night here, folks. I hope you are ready for this. Let's get into the things we're going to cover tonight. I got 10 things to cover here. This is all about the small account challenge. This is if you are a beginning trader or if you're starting into our program or you've been around for a while, I really think this is going to be helpful to you regardless of where you're at in your current career. These are the 10 things that we'll be covering here with everything from the starting capital to the considerations for that small account and of course the direct comparison to some of the biggest in the industry. Warrior Trading is also doing a small account challenge, just happens to be doing that right now. We're going to show the compare and contrast here tonight and all of these awesome little topics right here. So let's get into it right now, shall we? We shall. Alrighty then, so coming on here to the very first thing here on our list that we're going to be talking about is that $2,500 capital. Now, let's do a direct comparison real quick to the Warrior Trading team over there. You know, you've seen Ross Cameron do his $500 challenges in the past, and don't even get me started on that. But it's interesting, this year, when he found out that we were doing $2,500, he decided he was going to do $2,500. Now, if you guys want to go figure that out, look, in his previous videos, he said he was going to be starting with 500, but all of a sudden, he finds out that we're going to be doing 2,500, and he's doing 2,500. I don't understand what he's doing with that, but hey, you know what? I love the fact that we are starting both at $2,500 of capital. Now, why do we choose 2,500? I have been saying this, again, I've been trading for 15 years and out here publicly with you guys. We've been out here for 5 years, and I have said this from the beginning, it has never changed. While Ross continues to change on a regular basis over there, we stay the same. 2,500, what does that get you? Number one, why do we do 2,500? It has to do with this right here. Our discount brokers, again, if you are using TD Ameritrade, you are at a disadvantage. If you're using Interactive Brokers, you are at a disadvantage. If you are using any retail brokerage, you are at a disadvantage. Okay, now these offshore brokers, stay away from that too. Okay, we're not wanting you to get into any of that. We'll talk about that directly with Warrior Trading because that's what they're doing to circumvent the PDT rules. But in futures, you don't need to do any of that. Okay, if you don't know the advantages of trading futures, I do encourage you to go check that out. They've got 21 E-mini advantages over there in our Discord chat. You can look at that in the link down below to join the Discord and look at that list. I encourage you to start there. But that $500 per contract is the key to the decision on 2,500. Why? Because this allows me to trade up to 5 contracts of the primary E-minis, one of the primary E-minis. Russell, Dow, NASDAQ, ES, okay? Now, there's this caveat right here. This used to be, NASDAQ used to be $500 a contract. The NASDAQ, this is the beast. This is the one that moves the most. This is my bread and butter, honey buddy, you know, love the NQ, but I cannot trade the NQ right now because it is going to be $1,000 per contract, which I cannot do with the $2,500 account. And I told you guys forever, you can start with a $2,500 account. So I'm here to prove it. Again, I've never done this in 5 years. I've never chased this whole little small account dream thing. I do not think you should start here, by the way. I'm saying though, if you come and ask me what is the absolute minimum, this is what I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and show you guys how you can do it. But your first thing to do is to sprint to what number? If you guys have been around my program for a while, what number are we sprinting to? 8K, right? And you guys all know why that is. If you haven't been around and watched our videos, you will learn what this is. But again, I really want to get to this $8,000 mark, and I've got videos on that. I'll point you those here tonight, but just stay tuned on this. Just watch how we progress through. Today we hit $2,500 almost, $2,400. You know, if you include the commissions stuff, we actually hit that. So, okay, so what we're talking about here on NQ at 1,000. So this is no longer $500 a contract. So this is the only exception to the rule here is the NQ. NASDAQ is going to be $1,000. So I would need $5,000 in my trading account in order to be able to trade 5 contracts. Now, why is 5 contracts important? We'll talk about that right down here in Vinny's approach to 5 sizes. You need 5 size positions according to how we trade. Now, one of the first things that all of our trading really starts from this little paper right here. We can track our trades. And you guys have been around here watching me for a while. You guys know about this beast right here. This is 5 trades. It's not really $500, but we call it the $500 paper. It is a vision boarding tool where we can track the trades using coins or, you know, some other people. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it is a tactile item that you can use to track your trades. And we're trading 5 trades a session or 60 to 90 minutes. That is how we are trading, even with our small account. Nothing's changing with any of that. But let's get into the things that have changed with the considerations for the small account. So we know we're not trading in queue. We talked about that one. So the approach to 5 sizes. Why do we need 5 sizes? This has to do with, what are our 5 sizes? We've got toe in the water. That's 1. We've got quarter position. That's 2. 3 is going to be half. 4 is going to be my full position. And 5 contracts is going to be my full plus. We call full plus basically, hey, I'm going all in. This is a beautiful trade setup. I'm going, you know, I've got everything kind of in my direction, and you guys will see that here tonight. I'm going to go through some of those trades here specifically and the trade examples in kind of some high speed. All right. Now, some of the other caveats to trading the small account: less freedom with the small account. Okay, stick to the A+ entries. I have examples here that I'm going to show you guys tonight as we went through today's trading where I skipped. Literally the very first trade of the day was right off the open. It was a blue dot inside of a HMD, but it was right there at the open. You'll hear me in the tape if you go back and watch it. Again, I'll put it super fast there to it tonight, but I do encourage you guys to go watch the whole video, because really experiencing everything in real time, in real speed, if you are truly wanting to gauge how it is to trade the markets on, again, today was kind of a normal speed style day, and which, you know, a lot of people think that trading is boom, 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 go, 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 fast, 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 fast. And a lot of it is a lot of like patience and waiting for things to set up. But listening to my mindset and listening to the way that I'm thinking through things before I enter, everything from waiting on the large timing to making sure that I've got the proper direction with the MACV, along with the confluence from our other 3, if I'm trading a single instrument, the other 3 instruments that are going along with that one, and that's very important as well. So sticking to those A+ entries and skipping. So this next one is watching the trades that I skip. Okay, go pay attention to the ones where I'm like, you know what? Not everything's lined up right there. With a small account, I cannot afford to go ahead and take these, right? This is the consideration for a small account. I'm not going to be able to do those little, I mean, technically I could. Okay, I can do a toe in the water, right? I told you guys, toe in the water is 1 contract on a 5 position max, okay, in a small account. So one trade, am I really going to dip my toe in the water with 1 contract? No, I really, when I'm doing a small account and I want to grow it to that 8K quickly, right? I don't want to dabble, right? I don't want to waste my time with that kind of stuff. And 1 contract, it's not going to do any damage to really put it towards, you know, the end goal. And you'll see that here today, where, you know, I'm working towards 2, 3, 4 contracts at some point, 5, and then exit out part of the position and add back to the position. You know, really great trade management. You guys are going to learn some of that here today if you watch that video. And again, I really don't think you guys should miss the entire live stream. It was pretty good. A lot that you're going to learn from it, regardless of what level in your trading that you're at, in my opinion. And, you know, tell me in the comments down below if you disagree. I'd love to hear it. And of course, hook us up over there in Discord chat. If you're not following us already, make sure, you know, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and don't forget the bell. For some reason, that little bell button down there, everybody forgets the bell. We've got people who were in our trade room this morning, was like, oh, I didn't get any notification, but you have to self-sign up, right? This is that whole, you know, nobody's pushing anything on you these days, right? You have to you got to opt in. So opt in is make sure you hit that bell icon. So give us a little like. Again, likes are free, folks. They're free, right? And hope you guys enjoying what I'm doing, taking the time to do this with you guys here. It's late this evening, you know, put the kids in bed, and sorry for the late release, but give me a like, and I would appreciate that. And drop a comment would be even more awesome. All right, so strictly following the rules on the small account. Okay, when you are small, I mean, the MACV is, you just don't trade against it. Like I've told everybody before, like in general, even when you got a bigger account, it's a really good idea not to. However, you guys know you can bend the rules and toe in the water. You know, give it a little shot on some of those that are maybe against that favorable direction or against that MACV. Right, if you got a great setup, okay, you know, blue, power dot, HMD, great, take a swing at it, but not when you're in a small account, okay? Now, why is a double cross double move so great for small accounts? I'm going to show you guys that too, because we got a great trade setup that came out of those here this evening or this morning. And this is another one. So I heard Ross talking about how, he's got a daily goal. He's like, wants to make X number of dollars per day. Again, I really think that is a loser's game. Listen to what I'm saying. It is a loser's game to sit there and try to target a P&L. Again, I know you're looking at my piece of paper over there and going, well, Vinny, your vision board says $500. Yes, mentally over a long time ago when I had to at least make $500 a day to surpass my current income at that time as a high-end senior level developer. Yes, I knew what I had to make in order to go, if I'm going to do this full time, what I would have to do. So yes, I had that vision boarding there, but now that is our minimum. $500 is our minimum that we're targeting. Most of our members on average in our room are targeting $1,000 to $2,000 a day. And unlike Ross, who literally will tell you that 99% of his traders will not be able to duplicate what he's doing. He's literally saying, I'm going to quote him, okay? He tells you things like don't use leverage, whereas 99% of people cannot do what I do. That statement right there really got me today when I listened to his thing. I'll put a link down to his small account challenge here in the video down below, or the description down below as well for his video. Go watch it and just, look, compare and contrast. You make your own decisions at the end of the day, but it makes me really weary when people say that kind of thing and that yet you're out there telling people this is how you should do things, or then charging people $5,000 per year to teach them, in my opinion, very basic stuff. Flag chasing, momentum, Momo bar chasing, and filtering on really crappy stocks, in my personal opinion. I can teach that in 5 minutes. I don't know why you need to spend $5,000 to have somebody do that and give you a simulator that the simulators are free. Oh man, I'm about to get off my soapbox here for a second. Recharge $5,000 for a lifetime just blows my mind. But anyway, we're just gonna let the results speak for themselves. You guys know how I always say, it doesn't matter what it looks like, doesn't matter what they're gonna say about it. At the end of the day, results matter. So let's get into some of those, but do not do that P&L goal. What we do here is 5 trades or 60 minutes, and then we're in and we're out and we're done, okay? So we're gonna review those trades and results from today versus Warrior Trading, and let's just start with those results. All right, so from the results here's us, 23.85. That's after commissions paid out. He estimated 500. He's not giving us the real number until he says till tomorrow. I don't know why he can't calculate it. I guess because again, he's using some new broker. His broker is offshore. He's also using 6 times leverage. Okay, we're not doing any of that. We don't have to do any of that stuff. No leverage. He tells you guys don't use leverage, then he uses leverage. So, but what you guys are going to see with me here is not anything different than what I've always taught you guys. I didn't do anything different. Nothing different. Okay, other than, from my normal trading with a larger size account, sure, there were trades here today that I would have jumped in normally and kind of at least toe in the water. That's the only exception to that, but I literally followed every single rule. So let's get into some of those here on trade 1 that I want to show you guys here. Let's go full screen. Let's go straight to the market open, and I want you guys to see this first trade. Okay, I just paused it right here at the morning open. You see this blue dot coming in right here? I actually thought so. My fault. That is not. I thought I had an HMD right there. It's not. So this is just a partial. So it was a good idea. This was only a blue dot, but I had considered possibly dipping a toe in on that early morning, but it's right there at the open. Again, laid off of this first trade right here. We know we had the double cross, and I would roll back the tape just a little bit before this. I'm not going to go back to that one, but watch how I drew out these lines for what my target was going to be if this started to chug right there at the morning open. We had that double cross double move. I do really love that double cross double move for small accounts. Here's why. A double cross double move, if you guys want to watch the video training on that, you can watch that on our website for free. But a stop for a long here is going to be like right here. Put it in red, okay? And my target 1 is going to be way up here with an entry, that risk to reward ratio on one of these. So for a small account, man, these are very, very powerful trade setups that just by default, you're not even having to deal with or play with, hey, is it going to be target 1? Is it going to be target 2? All of that, it's just straight to it. And we had 2 great double cross double moves here today that are going to be great examples, okay? So first trade in the morning there, I skipped off of, normally I would be taking a little swing at this, little stab, but gotta be a lot more cautious. I've got to get that $2,500 account up to something that we can work with. All right, so there's me talking about how I'm skipping out on that trade, and it was kind of a good thing. You see that blue dot breakdown, and that was the first one that I skipped over because I was looking at the higher time frames. We're looking at multiple instruments. You guys can go back to the beginning of that video where I go through that. I won't go to that, but let's move over to the next trade. So the YM double cross double move. So switching over to the YM, so we had the audio alert and this beautiful double cross, double move setup is coming in here. We did, this was along, okay, I'm gonna try to do it with MACV, red. Look at the majority of this. Can you guys tell? This is majority red, right? Just this little section of green here. Nope, and then we flip back red. That's even more powerful to tell us, yes, I do not really want to be trading long in these, right? Which is another reason why I skipped out on that blue, because all of the instruments that are correlated together were showing red MACV. So I want to go with that MACV. First thing is just simply filter off of the left-hand side, folks. If I can get any rule to you, if you just had one and you can't get anything else, just don't go against this over here and you will find yourself on the side of really great trades. Okay, so I'll make my decision over here on the left hand side before I ever get in. Then I get this beautiful double cross double move. Of course I'm going to get into this. Now can't get big, right? You notice here I only get in 3, so this is a half position. Okay, see the contract count right there? We're looking for the short. Now what's wrong with this right now? My target is not in the proper location. This is a default target location that popped out because of my ATM. Okay, stops back here. That's okay. We'll adjust that and move it in a little bit here in a moment. But watch me push this out to that gold line there, and let's watch the play for quite a big one go through here. All the way down. Double cross there, let's see.
Fib dot, NASDAQ on the twos. Short. Fib dot, NASDAQ, fib dot.
Okay, got green dot here, need to crack.
Delta cell building.
So that green dot got me a little nervous at the moment, right? But nothing big. Okay, we got the MACV. Would you have taken, let's pause this for a second, because some people get confused and they get a little bit nervous. Let me cut the music here real quick. Referring to that green dot that came in a moment ago, it was like right here. Now, just a general, so some people are like, oh, well, you know, how come you didn't exit right there on that? So again, would you have taken that long right there? You kind of start with that, right? Like I was not nervous about that green dot showing up. Again, anything by itself, I mean, that's it, right? It's kind of on the king timing, so sure, I mean, yeah, it could have popped, but I'm not super nervous about a green dot showing up. This is the lowest time frame. It's not like it's coming up here on the higher time frame. This is right here on the entry chart. We're coming into king timing. It breaks through. I could have added here. Now again, if I'm in a spot where I've got bigger account size, as that breaks, I can add to that position. You guys should know that. Again, we're going to talk about the advanced level stuff as we go through this. Again, I talk to the normal stuff as I'm going through it in the morning, but you know, the advanced level stuff here, I want to cover those in the evening sessions as I'm doing a recap here. So let's press play. Oh, I did. Okay, I did add to position. Hey, good job, Vinny. I'm going to pat myself on the back. I saw that break and I'm like, man, normally I would add to that. I did. Okay, fantastic. So I went in. Technically, this is a 4 contract, folks. This is my max. Mind you, I want to point this out because look, normally 4 contracts, I mean, that's barely anything for me. That's a quarter position. Okay, but this is a full size position for me because of my account size. You guys understand that? So I'm working this in the same way I would with a big account, even on that little ad there, but I'm just not adding as many, okay? It just has to do with how many times I'm clicking the button. So here we go, and look at me. I put my targets out in the right location. I'm gonna pat myself on the back again. Great job, Vinny, playing that double cross double move the proper way, pushing it on out. Got the gold line down here. Yep, off behind the crosses. Yep, stop behind the crosses. Now I'm pointing out, so if you are in our crew, again, you're looking at multiple time frames, not too many, okay? I've got 3 charts. I always tell you guys, like if you want to narrow down your entire operations down to 3 charts, I do think that you should learn to read the tide and the wave, but if you want to just be an executioner, play this video game and play it well, if you can learn to execute off of 3 charts right here like this, you will be fine. So what I pointed out here was this is a shark back play. Anybody who has recognized shark back play from our trading strategies knows that this is a good entry point down here, which can also be used as a target as we're breaking in, because this shark didn't push it straight back up and out. We're inside of that PRZ, so we have a whole zone in here that we can work with. So again, another thing that gave me some confidence to go ahead and hold that position down there on that little line. If you've watched our sharks, there is a little line there that you can't see behind that, but that is where I'm putting that as well. So it's in confluence with this beautiful gold double cross double move location, along with that up there, just a beauty. Nice big fin back here. See if we can get that full drop here. Squeeze my stops in behind the 2 crosses here, just in case we come ripping all the way back. Good job, Vinny. Patting you on the back there. I'm gonna draw a white cross here. I'm gonna mentor Vinny here. You come back there,
Fifth off,
double cross there,
NASDAQ on
remember.
the twos.
Drew your horizontal line. Okay, you guys understand what we did there? Why are we putting that horizontal line? I tell you guys, if you get a double cross, double move, in case it breaks or whatever, it doesn't matter. This can be an important zone later. This is better than support and resistance. All the people who teach that garbage support and resistance stuff of like putting it on pivots and all that thing, again, this is an alternative way to do this with AlgoBox. This is key. Draw that little horizontal there. This, I've got them set to global. You'll notice when I clicked that, you see how the dotted line, the white dotted line showed on all three of the charts. This is because that is set to global. If you guys have questions on that, let us know. But again, this should be default for you. So I drew it up. Let's go.
Fifth off,
Push one of these out just in
NASDAQ
case we
on
get a run.
NASDAQ.
Now we got a blue dot coming in there. That can make me a little nervous.
One off right here.
Okay, I took some off.
Break, I'll add it back.
Dynamic pattern. NASDAQ. Fifth dot. NASDAQ on the MACD.
Yikes. Headshot. Take one off
Okay,
right here.
there we go. So I pulled it out right
NASDAQ
there.
on the twos.
Reduced my position size because again, headshot blue dot, that's a little bit more,
All
right?
right, I'm getting short. We got some TRZ targets.
Now it broke through. I added back to that position. Did you guys catch that? I don't know if you guys caught that, but as it broke, I went ahead and added back. This is the final 40 days. So again, if you're worried, like, well, Vinny, how am I going to learn all that? It sounds complicated. Listen, it's like driving a car. First, it's a little bit complex, trying to figure out all the dials and the whistles and all that. But at some point, it's going to become
NASDAQ
natural.
on the twos.
This is a final 40 days practice. So again, we've got 3 sets of 40 days that you're going to be practicing through. This is a final 40 days area of half on, half off add. That little technique right there where I added back to that position, that's something a little more complex, but I did do it right there on the break, added back to the position, put my targets in the right spot here. I see the delta starting to form. It's a bigger delta, right? So I need to start looking for it. But again, I really want to hold out till I get to that gold line. I really want to play out that whole R play on a small account up there with my entry up here at the double cross, and I want to push it all the way out. Let it play out. Let go.
And if I need to take some off here, there we go. Red dot.
Red dot. I could have added. Oh, I did. Okay, good. I'm sitting here reacting like I'm gonna do it right now. I see a red dot. I would add to that position. Heck yeah. So add to that position as it's going down. Now I'm at a full plus position. This is an all-in play now, right? And this is my first trade of the day. Yeah. So first trade of the day, mind you, $2,500 account, right? I can trade 5 contracts of the YM. Can't do it on NASDAQ, right? NASDAQ, I wouldn't be able to trade that many, but on the YM, I can. Right? So $5 a contract, and then this is just moving, right? Moving. I am just following the rules, not doing anything fancy. There's no voodoo magic to it. Although it is AlgoBox, okay? It is a hack and a cheat for the markets. It's AlgoBox, let's be honest. All right. It ain't fair that we're playing against poor Ross, who doesn't have AlgoBox. So I feel bad for him, but just saying.
NASDAQ on the twos.
That's all the juice I got. I can't add any more.
Yeah. Oh, so now, by the way, yes, what I mentioned there, I can't, even though, like, if I'm trading my normal size account, I may still be looking to, I'm looking to add to my position and really maximize a great play, but I have made a mental note, right, that you have to do on a small account that I would not have to in a big account. I'm making a note, dude, I'm at my max. I can't go any farther right now, okay? I got to make some more money. Now, once I'm up 500, let's look at this. I'm up 500 right here. If I close this out and I make money here, and I have to make a little more because plus commissions, but I am about to be able to add another contract. You guys get that? So at $500, I can now go from 5 contracts. I now have 6 contract availability. So when I'm doing an all-in position now, after this, I'll be able to go 6 contracts, and that's the idea as we scale up, right? Okay, so let's go. Go Vinny. Let's see how he does. Let's see how Vinny does here.
There.
Target.
Thank
filled.
you.
Target
I'll take
Excellent.
it. Appreciate that. All right.
Now I got my runner out there. Let's see how Vinny manages his runner.
Wait for a green or a blue of any sort.
Do have to be careful there, so I would be definitely careful, right? What's that right there? That is king timing, and it is a back of a shark here and massive delta coming in. Okay, so we could be seeing at least part of the end of the move. I would be looking to go ahead and exit, maximizing the exit on that. If it pushes back up and I get another entry, great. I can always go again, but I always tell you guys, try to maximize an exit when you get those extended pushes.
NASDAQ
All
on the
right, so
twos.
that's what I'm going to do right here. All right, I think I'm going to. Let's see.
Delta Vi building.
There's a double. There's a double. All right, I'll take it right there. Very
Yeah.
good. Oh man, what a beautiful start.
There we go. Trade one, $930 off of our first play. Now, mind you, Ross Cameron made, how much did he make today? Oh, that's right. Now, mind you, his first go round of the early morning session, he was actually down $30. Again, very interesting if you want to go watch what he did there. He was down $30, but then somehow, magically, later in the afternoon, he's up 500. So, folks, you know what? And Ross magically showed up with his thing. So, hey, go give him a hard time. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't give him a hard time. Okay, so we exit right here, $930 on the morning, and this is 6 minutes past the open. So 6 minutes, we're up almost $1,000 on the day. Take a note. Let's move on. Next trade.
Nasdaq on the twos.
Full close 930.
Big drop.
Okay, so we're watching, we're talking about things, and we're going to our next one, which was, all right, toe in the water. Yes, now on this trade, I thought I had pressed the button twice. Apparently, somehow I tat and got 3 contracts instead of 2. So a little bit nervous on this one. This is one where I knew I was going against the MACV, but we got this big shift. So one big thing about Delta shifts, I want to point this out. This is an extremely powerful tool of ours in our belt, and I don't know that a lot of people are taking advantage of this too much. This is very important. We notice that we have been red, big red deltas, and then we get that's called the delta shift. Okay, we got the first sign of a delta shift that came along with the MACV, giving me a sign of green. Good reaction right there and a push up. So again, I really want to give this a little bit of a shot here. We were past king timing. We got the green dot right here. Talking through that, we got the break of that pink dot. So I'm getting in long here. Now again, I really still only wanted to get a quarter position here. Wanted to go 2 contracts. Somehow I got 3. So watch me manage through on this one. I think there's a lot to learn around this, and we'll talk through it. Yeah. Did not
Harmonic
get a
pattern.
3.
Nasdaq on the twos. Fib dot.
So I go ahead and take one off because I'm like, nope, that's a mistake. Okay, so I'm just immediately trying to get out of that. Not interested.
Okay, so
Now, you notice I pulled right at the moment. I'm thinking, okay, I don't want to get too much out of this. I'm not trying to be a superhero. This is just hey, I might have a great little shot right here. Big delta shift here. Oftentimes these are big moves. I don't need the whole move out of it. But I've got delta shift, green dot on my MACV. Starting to go, right? I've got some delta starting to go green over here. I've got double dot. Now at the time I only had a single dot, right? That's why I was like, dude, I'm not getting really big here. Really just trying to catch maybe like a target one here.
Nasdaq.
But then I see a double dot right here. So I'm like, okay, cool. Now I should have added to this position. This is where if I hadn't screwed up, let's point this out. If I hadn't screwed up, got too many contracts originally, I could have easily, if I only had 2, that green dot shows up. Can you guys see how easy that would have been for me to just add 1 more to it? Click, right? That should have been just a click right there. But I wasn't able to capitalize on this. Could have made a little bit more on this. So again, always trying to perfect this. Is a spot where I could have done a little better on that right there.
There's only one to get to before. Inside, our little shark here. Got a big fat red up here.
Nasdaq on the fives. Fib dot. Nasdaq on the fives.
Got that green dot coming in on the MACV, but it's not green yet. Finger over the close in case this thing starts to die. We got double dots there. We got the green shift. Got a white cross. Normally I would add right here. You guys know my drill. I'm not going to add right now. You're kind of screwed up. I don't know how I got 3 on that.
Yeah, so at that time I was still bothered by that, but again, on normal account size, I would have probably been adding on both of these, right? Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to try to take this to the moon or anything like this. It just goes, I think this thing's, it's more confidence that this thing is going to continue up and I'm going to get my 10 ticks, right? But do I want to get 10 ticks on 3 contracts or I want to get 10 ticks on 5 contracts? So we want to be adding to these positions where they're going our direction.
Blame my mouse. I swear I only clicked twice.
But I was still mentally bothered by the fact that I didn't have the proper contract size from before, but I should have added here.
Long. Look for a long.
Take some off here. And take one off to hide the cross here.
Fib dot. Nasdaq on the twos.
Yeah, and I got the most out of this. Like as this started to go, I mean, again, wasn't something I was trying to shoot the moon with. Really wanted to start down here, take an entry on this, get me 10 ticks, and I'm good because I'm going against all of the MACV and everything. But look at this.
Hold for a red. Anything that gives me a red. I'm gonna push this out and see if I can hold it until I get a red signal of some sort.
Yeah, now that the MACV, so now that the MACV starts going green,
Let's put this inside the top of the shark.
we can do it, and we got this shark up here, right? So again, some reasons that I could continue to push this up here.
Harmonic pattern. Nasdaq on the twos.
So we push it out.
Fib dot. Nasdaq on the twos. Fib dot.
Okay.
Nasdaq on the twos.
Doing a little beehive.
I hope I hold that out to the king timing. I don't remember if I do or not.
Coming into that red spot.
Hold it out. Hold it to the king timing, bro.
Finger over the close. Get into king. I'll close her up.
Okay, I did. I said it. King timing. Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
man. Okay. Against the McAfee histogram, but it turned. It was a nice setup right there. We shifted green. We had the indication here. I don't know why I can't draw on this because it's always on top.
Yep.
It's always on top, so I can draw on it. Green shift, double dot, and
Yeah, so if you guys want to watch me walk through all that and talk through some more, but that was the main point on this is, you know, be careful on your entries. Make sure you get them right. In a little spot that I could have made a little bit more on that. That one after 930, so $930 to, we put on about 200, a little more than 200, 270-ish on that. Not too bad. All right, let's go to the next
Harmonic
one.
pattern. Nasdaq on the twos.
We'll close on that king timing. Let's go to the next one.
Contract. Okay, I don't have.
All right, so now coming over here to RTY. That last one was the YM. I look down here. I've got, what do we got going on here? We've got double king timing, which tells me I'm looking for something to show up. What do I have? I have a multi-harmonic. I got 1, 2, 3 harmonics in this spot. What do I got over here? MACV, solid green. I'm sorry, solid red, but I've got this going a little bit green, right? But this, again, with a straight up move into this area, so I'm going to take this also. Look at that. Biggest delta. We've kind of growing. Boom, an extension. So again, a lot of people can get faked out right here on that long side move. So there's the flush I want to see. Good entry point here. Good thoughts here on a position here. And people thinking, okay, this might be an exhaustive move to the short side. So maybe they're going to be popping out. So that's the thought process on this one.
So we'll be exiting manually.
This is a multi-PRZ short with a green dot break as well.
And let's see if we can hold some.
Again, having to keep smaller positions, small account, always keeping that in mind.
And double king timing, and look at that big delta, right? So again, big delta shift into this. But we could take off here. If we take off here, I gotta close her up. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna add to position here on a cross.
So I get across so I can add to position. Instead of 1 contract, now I get 2. So I feel like, yeah, I got some meat there.
Behind the cross here. Again, not gonna risk a whole lot here.
I put in a stop back behind the cross here.
Solid 2 trades here right off the bat. I don't want to risk too much here.
Harmonic pattern.
Trade
Nasdaq
3.
on the twos.
Pull it right up in there.
And if I could risk a little bit more, I would have probably put that stop back behind the
A
PRZ.
little risky here. Got my finger over the
There we
cursor.
go. I should add. Yes. Okay, good. I added. So red dot comes in there. That is now a red headshot.
All right, I'm gonna take one off right there. Like a good little move. Okay. Still got 2 back. That's a good spot.
Took a target 1.
Fifth dot. Nasdaq. Fifth dot. Nasdaq.
Green dot. I need to take some off. I got a green dot in a high time frame. You better take some off,
There
bro.
we go. I heard 1 drop of sellers. I got a green dot right there. I will exit right there on the 5s. I got a green dot right there, taking off 1. Now
Yep.
let's just see if I can hold until I get an exit here.
And you can hear the seller. So one thing I want to point out here, if you are new with us and haven't heard of Audiobox, again, Flowmaster Audiobox, that those drum beats that you think, oh, those are not my music, folks. That is buyers and sellers. We have the deep beat sound that is going to tell us I've got sellers coming in hard on the tape. I get a clack 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 clack, high pitched. What we got, a little toy helicopter sound from one of my kids, little play toys, and that sound to go up and the sound to go down. It is using the auditory cues in a whole different way, not just alert style, but literally knowing, and you can literally feel the aggressiveness of the tape via those audio cues. If you guys want to get that, again, you don't even have to have our program for that. Get another one. What's Ross giving away for free? Nothing, right? We get a free trade room in Discord. We get free audio box room. Come hang out with us. Again, that's going to be free through the end of the summer. At the end of the summer, we're closing that up. But hey, come try it out. Come use it for yourself. Come see what we're talking about. You know, and you can still be good there with your 2-week free trial. Or again, if you need an extension on it, we'll give that to you too. Again, and try our tools for free. I mean, what does Ross give you? Nothing. Nada. Let's go. I'll give him a hard time.
Fifth dot. Nasdaq on the twos.
Oh, there we go. I'm hearing sellers. I'm gonna add to position.
All right, added because of the aggressiveness of those sellers coming in on the beats.
Push to the bottom there. If it touches that bottom right there could be a big significant break. You see that PRZ target down there? That would be fantastic. If we just
I do see that, bro. That's a good idea.
Break me right there. Let's go.
Okay, I would want to add to that position.
I'm gonna take one off right there. It could pop right there.
Oh,
If I hear sellers, I may add back. I don't have to hear sellers. My entry's very, very close here.
yeah, he's right.
Average on it.
As positions work my direction, I try to add on every set going my direction, especially when I'm with the MACV. Okay, he was right. Look at that there's a little bump up. He might even get a little
Nasdaq on the twos.
Okay.
entry add. I think I added to this.
time is it? It is 7 minutes till 10.
Short.
Let me hear sellers.
Short.
Come on. Nope, I don't hear sellers. Can't add to it.
Harmonic pattern. Nasdaq on the twos.
There we go. I hear a couple. Let me hear a double. I need to hear more than that. I need to hear aggressive. I see no delta here at all. Nobody's mashing the buttons here. No stops getting run. There we go.
Fib dot.
Let me hear
Nasdaq
some
on the pass.
aggressiveness. I don't hear any aggression. There we go. And I'll close it up right there.
There
Nice
you
little delta
go.
pop. Okay.
Nice.
Very nice. Straight through.
Very nice. Now this guy.
Not too
This
bad,
guy's
not
at
too
1800.
Fib dot.
Way to
Nasdaq.
go there, Vinny.
All right, we got
Full
large
close
king time.
on the aggression. It was a plus 600 or so.
Double delta and a king. Oh, come on, baby. Just give me anything. Come
All
on.
right, so next trade.
Yeah. All right, half position.
So
Let's see.
yeah, you guys are probably bored to death of this. So here's what I want to make point here. So compare and contrast. I've got a whole list. I'll probably go over them more. I were way beyond my time here. Didn't want to go so long here, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this a little bit short. But I have a whole list. If you guys want to come back tomorrow, I got my whole list of things that we still need to cover here related to AlgoBox versus kind of standard trading. Want to learn the advantages, all that kind of stuff. Talking about our setups, etc. So come back for that tomorrow. Watch the rest of the video. I think you're going to get a lot out of this in real time. I think it's going to be very helpful for you to kind of feel out and understand what you should be feeling during each one of those trades. We end up closing out the day at over 23.85. 23.85. And if you're trying to wonder, okay, well, how do I learn this stuff? It's a little bit overwhelming. Let me kind of just give you a quick walkthrough. If you are new with us, again, we got into our trade room over here on the left-hand side. If you want to get started with this, click right here
Harmonic pattern.
on the start
Nasdaq
here.
on the
Simple as
twos.
that. Install and setup is walked through with this video, and then right here, just 2 steps inside of our Discord chat. Once you're in there, right here on that mentorship training video section, click right here. These are premium member videos. These are the same videos that our members watch. Again, they're in a different order. Okay, I present these to you so that you can get up and going the quickest. If you're going to do a 2-week free trial, just go right into trading an HMD, trading a harmonic shark, trading a headshot, diamond dot, scalping plover, the double cross double moves, the ones that you saw here today in our room. And then you go into lesson library 2. Watch through these. There are 5 times 6 videos, so there are 30 videos out there on the website. By the time you are done with those, you will understand everything that we just went through here tonight. Maybe with some things that might be missing around the context of what time of the year, what time of day, what time of the month, etc., etc. But anyhow, these videos, I'm sure, get a little bit long, and I do apologize for the length, but I hope you guys will get something out of them. If you did get something out of it, do me a favor, likes are free, smash that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Don't forget that one, because a lot of people are missing out on some of that good stuff, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbox, Mod Squad, Curtis, G, and the rest of the gang, let's send out that big H-Town. See ya.